Well, following one of the most difficult years in our nation's history, we're coming out on the other side with more violent crime. Shootings are happening more often across the nation and even in our own neighborhoods. But why are more bullets flying? ABC 6 News reporter Rachel Mills joins us in studio with some answers to these questions. Rachel.
Laura, the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension released its annual crime report, and the trends are clear. There have been more murders, shootings, and arson than usual in the last year.
Obviously, I think that's something that it does concern us, and it should concern us as a whole and as a society.
The Minnesota BCA reports violent crime increased nearly 17% in Minnesota in 2020 compared to 2019. Murders in the state were up 58%, levels the state hasn't seen since 1995. Arsons and robbery increased last year too. People we spoke with speculate the pandemic may have something to do with the increase, as more people were confined together last year. Others attribute the rise in crime to a lack of support for police.
What we're seeing is kind of an emboldenedness in people to commit violent crimes, and I'm talking kind of broad picture here. And I also think that certainly the kind of anti-police rhetoric narrative, not supporting the police department, has played a role in that as well.
In Rochester, Police Chief Jim Franklin says violent crimes as a whole are actually down this year, but homicides and murders have increased since 2019. Over in Austin, police are seeing the same trends as the state, and Chief David Mkichan says it's often hard to proactively stop these targeted incidents.
Austin is a very safe community. We're a large enough community, though, where we are going to unfortunately see some of these events play out from time to time.
Both police chiefs agree the best way to get ahead of crimes is to build relationships.
Dealing with problems in a preventative manner before they become bigger issues. And it's that relational policing model.
It's more than just how we police this. It's how we're treating each other and dealing with each other before the police get involved.
Well, both chiefs say there has to be some awareness of warning signs in our communities. Many times violent crimes follow predictable patterns, like being in a close relationship with someone who has a long criminal or violent history, or being in an environment where guns are a common sight. Laura.